Now, if you manage to defeat the Seraph without an ally kill in the game, then you get the good ending. If you did not, you get the bad
matter,
ending.
Prince?
You'll see him covered in blood if you got the bad ending.
I've had enough of this.
Huh?
It's not like this will bring her back. Besides, if that love freak was here, she would have stopped me anyway.
What will bring her back?
Prince?
What, magic tears? You gonna pull that trope?
What is this? A tear?
No.
I never knew I could shed tears.
What's that strange feeling in my chest? That's your heartbeat, sir.
Etna,
Yes?
I leave the rest to you.
Prince?
What are you planning on doing?
You're not planning on...
I think I finally understand why my mother sacrificed herself to save me.
You want to exchange your life for hers? Is that even possible?
Who knows? But this is the least I can do for her now.
Harley!
Farewell.
Prince!
Ah!
Will it work?
Wait!
Not you again.
What do you want now? As you can see, I'm busy.
Can
we'll
you-
call this your victory, so don't bother me.
Can you exchange your life for hers instead?
I am glad that you have come to terms with your mother's decision. You should thank your companions for teaching you the importance of love and friendship.
How do you know so much about this?
What?
Do not throw away the life that your mother gave you. Here, look.
What's going on? Hey, she's back, but
Flan!
different?
Huh? Where am I?
She looks a little hotter somehow.
I was supposed to be punished and...
Indeed you were. You are no longer an angel trainee. Now you are a fallen angel.
Oh.
What the?
Flan! Your wings!
Hey, she's got little demon wings and a hot little demon tail now, too. Just like Etna.
I'm...
That is the punishment she received from Seraph Lamington.
Sorry, you don't get to be an angel.
What? Then he wasn't gonna kill her in the first place?
Of course not. She is a very important person, not only to Celestia, but to the Netherworld as well.
What do you mean by that?
What is that supposed to mean?
Celestia and the Netherworld were not always in opposition. Seraph Lamington and another person of influence dreamed of reuniting them.
You can probably guess who it was.
He sent Angel Trainee Flan to the Netherworld to begin bridging the gap between the two worlds.
Oh. So that's why he sent her.
Flan, you are the knot that binds the two worlds together.
We're the knot?
What do you mean by that?
I am sure that one day you will understand.
What kind of knot? Don't answer that, viewers.
Tell me, who are you really? Why do you know so much?
You're not going to tell us, are you, gang?
Have I not told you before? I am the Dark Adonis. My presence here is merely coincidence.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Become
hey.
a magnificent overlord, Laharl.
That's Laharl's mom. Standing right next to Mid-Boss.
Huh. You don't have to tell me. I'll build a legacy even greater than my old man's.
Well, most of you can figure it out.
Farewell.
since I never outright state it, I just will for you. Mid-boss is his dad. He's King Krichevskoy. We'll learn a little bit more about that in the post-game, but not right now. So, yeah, that's how this whole thing worked out. Let's watch the credits roll. Man, this LP went by a lot faster than I thought it would, but the adventure is far from over! Yes, we've still got a lot of post-game content to do. I mean, it's not really post-game in the technical sense, because, well, you can do it before finishing the game, and they're more like side quests, really. But, well, I consider anything that's more difficult than the main storyline to be post-game content, essentially. Which would be just about everything. I'm going to be lifting my heavy level grinding restriction, which you pretty much have to be willing to do the post-game stuff. Before, it was more like 10-15 minutes of grinding here or there in this LP, but now we're talking about like hours of grinding at a time. So if I don't upload an episode every single day, well, that's why. I'm still thinking about Etna mode. We'll see how long the post-game takes. I also plan to show off the various alternate endings to the game eventually, but we'll get to that. Let's review the game. For the graphics, I'd give them a 7 out of 10. Nothing really fancy. I mean, heck, this game could probably run on a PlayStation 1 without the voice acting. But, yeah, that's not really what they were going for. I mean, the 3D camera rotation is nice. The artwork is clean. I like that the characters have multiple facial expressions during the voice acting cutscenes, so I think that was all really nice. I like the little artwork they've got going on during the ending to show what's going on afterwards now. For the music, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, I love a lot of the music, especially in the second half of the game, like Red Moon, Galaxy Wars, Planet X, the final boss theme, and heck, even Chapter 8 got me a little choked up with the music and the storyline going on there. And granted, a lot of the music was really out of place, but, well, that's kind of what they were going for. So, what more can you ask for? For the voice acting, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I think the audio compression was pretty good for a PlayStation 2 game. They actually used professional voice actors instead of, well, what we saw in a lot of the PlayStation 1 era. The thing I really liked about Disgaea's voice acting was that they actually have some passion, you know? It's too often in RPGs, and even a lot of Western RPGs that I've seen, the voice actors sound like they're just, you know, mailing it in, or the only emotion they can express is angst or anger or something. And the voice actors in Disgaea, I think they sounded like they were really having a lot of fun getting into it. And granted, a lot of them were pretty high-pitched, so it does kind of get a little grating after a while, but I'm not nearly as sensitive to that as some others are. For the plot, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty average, some nice twists on the usual cliches of JRPGs, like the main character being a demon and the angels being the bad guys. So Chapter 8 was really good, but that was really the only part that got to me. I think the humor really carried the game. I mean, it had a lot of funny moments. And of course, I liked the humor in the game, but well, at some point I liked the game to get down to business. And I mean, it did eventually, but I just think it took a really long time to do that. But I don't put a whole lot of stock in the plot of an RPG, so I don't really care too much about that. But, I mean, it's not bad in Disgaea, it's just not really great to me either. You see, you see Laharl shaking hands with the Seraph there. That's, well, you see, the Seraph lived, after all, because we got the good ending. If you had an ally killed, well, he dies. So, I mean, I'll show that ending in the, in one of the post-game episodes, or bonus episodes, but, yeah. For the, gameplay mechanics, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Some people like to call it busy work, but, well, I call it deep gameplay. There's just so many different ways to improve your party, and I love it. I didn't even go over a lot of them because, well, a lot of them really do take a long time, like the item world, some of the specialists, things like that. But, well, I was just going for max efficiency during the main storyline. Another thing I really liked is how the battles were round-based instead of turn-based like Final Fantasy Tactics, which made Disgaea a lot faster. That's why I thought this LP was going to take a lot longer. My only real knocks on the game are the post-game grinding and the lack of more useful buffs and debuffs, so could have made the gameplay a bit more interesting, but other than that, I thought it was pretty good. So overall, I'd give Disgaea Afternoon of Darkness an 8 out of 10. I definitely prefer this version of the game of the 3 available. The PS2 version has slightly better graphics, better voice actress for Etna, in my opinion, and a couple songs that were taken out of the PSP version. However, I think the PSP version has reasonably comparable quality while enabling the use of disabling attack animations, which really helps with the grinding, especially in the post-game. Plus, it has a lot of bonus content too, including a better post-game grinding map. The DS version is certainly far lower quality, but most of the voice acting was taken out, and if you don't have a Sony console, well, that's really the only way to go. Now, one thing you can do in Disgaea is you could continue the game into Etna mode or just restart again, like a New Game Plus, if you really wanted to. They call it another cycle, but it's the same difference, essentially. I'm not going to do that, but you can if you want. Now, a lot of people have been asking, H.C. Bailey, are you going to LP any of the other Disgaea games? And, well, I haven't played them yet, so we'll see when I get there. It's certainly not going to be like previous series that I've LP'd, like Lunar or Lufia, where I play the first game, and then I definitely plan to LP the next game within the next year or so. But right now I don't have any plans to LP any of the future games. I'm not opposed to them, but I'm just not extraordinarily motivated to check them out. I like the Disgaea series, but in general, I'm just not a huge fan of strategy RPGs, so that's probably why I'm probably not going to play them in the near future, but I might sooner or later. They're nice every now and then to spice things up, but I still generally prefer the traditional JRPGs. So that's the end of the main storyline of Let's Play Disgaea Afternoon of Darkness. But what really happened to Krinkachevskoy? Find out in the post-game of Let's Play Disgaea. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.